I got a question, man.
That go down, sweating.
Who the fuck get a warrant and had a case dismissed in less than 12 hours?
Yeah.
Him.
Because I went to Lil Boosie pool party, and he happened to be there, and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. The truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is. I didn't even know he was a jeweler until after his passing. And then the night of that game isn't the night that he got killed. He got killed leaving Boosie concert the next night because somebody tried to rob him.
One rapper has come forward with a story that sounds more like a movie than real life. He says he was stuck in a contract he couldn't escape. According to him, the security team that was supposed to keep him safe actually put him in a situation that led to a gun charge. He also claims the record label that promised to change his life ended up taking control of his money, his music, and his career decisions. Months later, while speaking on Instagram Live, he added another shocking claim. He said a close friend of his ran into Jay Prince Jr. in Houston and confronted him physically because of everything that had happened. At first, many people brushed the whole situation off as social media drama. It sounded like another emotional rant from someone locked up, mixed with street talk and frustration. But the deeper people looked into the story, the more serious it began to feel. This situation isn't just about hurt feelings or personal disagreements. It involves one of Houston's most powerful record labels, federal charges, contract complaints, and claims that go beyond the internet and into real-life conflict. To understand how things reached this point, you have to look at the history of Rap-A-Lot Records. The label was built by Jay Prince in the late 1980s and quickly became a major force in Southern hip-hop. At a time when most of the music industry focused on New York and Los Angeles, Rap-A-Lot helped bring Houston's sound to the national stage. The label worked with artists who later became legends, and over the years, it built a reputation for strength, influence, and deep industry connections. Being connected to the label, especially under the Mob Ties brand, meant something. It suggested protection, resources, and strong backing from one of the most respected figures in the South. For many artists, signing there looked like a major opportunity. However, over time, a different conversation began to grow among newer artists. First it was quiet, then it became louder. Some artists started saying they were hesitant to sign. Rumors began circulating about tough contract terms, large percentage splits, strict control over digital earnings, and limited freedom. None of these claims were officially proven, but the talk spread through industry circles, social media, and street conversations. The artist who says he experienced the worst side of this situation is Honeycomb Brazy. Brazy comes from Mobile, Alabama, where opportunities are limited and life can be tough. He grew up around struggle, family problems, and violence. Like many young people in his environment, survival was always the main focus. Music became his way to express himself and possibly change his future. In 2020, a freestyle video of his started gaining attention online. The views went up quickly, and people began to notice his raw style and real-life storytelling. Soon after that, Rap-A-Lot reached out to him. From his perspective, this was a blessing. He has said publicly that he didn't sign the deal for fame or luxury. His goal was to help his family. He wanted to work toward getting his father's life sentence reduced and move his mother out of the housing projects. When someone comes from that kind of background and a legendary label offers a contract, the paperwork isn't always the main concern. Feels like a way out. After signing, things looked promising. He received the Mob Ties chain, appeared in videos with the label's leadership, and was seen riding through Houston in expensive cars. From the outside, it seemed like his career was taking off. Then, according to Brazy, everything changed. In December 2023, he was riding on Interstate 65 with people he says were provided by the label as security. During the trip, police pulled the vehicle over. Officers discovered firearms inside the car. Because Brazy is a convicted felon, he was charged with illegal possession. He insists the weapons were not his. He later claimed that during the traffic stop, the others in the vehicle handed the guns to him. The detail he keeps repeating is that he was the only one charged, while the others faced no legal consequences. Brazy has said he could have fought the case in court and explained the situation, but he chose to accept a plea deal instead. According to him, telling the full story publicly might have created even bigger problems for his safety and future. so he took the sentence. While serving time in federal prison, he decided to speak out. During a video call from jail that quickly spread online, he openly criticized Rap-A-Lot. He accused the label of taking most of the money generated by his music. He claimed his YouTube channel and streaming income were being managed through third-party companies connected to the label. According to him, he was paid about $200,000, even though he believes his music brought in millions. He repeatedly demanded control of his YouTube account, saying that was his main source of income and his most valuable asset. During the same conversation, he compared his treatment to that of another artist, Finesse, 2 times. When Finesse was released from prison, videos showed a private jet, gifts, celebrations, and a major welcome home event. Brazy said that when he came home previously, none of that happened for him. There were no cameras, no big moment, and no public support. He also claimed that he played a role in helping connect Finesse to the label, but did not receive any benefit from that. At some point, he says the two artists spoke and realized they had similar frustrations about their situations. Now his accusations have sparked ongoing debate online and within the hip-hop community. Some people believe his story, while others think there may be more to the situation than what has been shared publicly. What's clear is that the conflict between the artist and the label has become one of the most talked about disputes in the scene, raising larger questions about contracts, control, and the risks artists face when chasing a chance to change their lives. Instead of staying divided, the situation began to change. Rather than seeing each other as enemies, the artists involved started looking at the bigger picture. What began as a disagreement about contracts slowly turned into something more personal and emotional. This is where the story moved away from business paperwork and into real tension. Honeycomb Brazy began speaking more openly about his problems with the label. Through social media and live videos, he shared his frustration and made it clear that he wanted out of his contract. According to him, he asked to be released from the deal, but his request was denied. He said he wanted to move forward with new opportunities, work independently, and take control of his career, but he felt blocked at every step. Then came the Instagram live session that really caught people's attention. During the live, Brazy claimed that Jay Prince Jr. had reposted a freestyle from another rapper that appeared to take shots at him. Brazy took this personally. From his point of view, it felt like disrespect coming from someone connected to the same label he was still tied to, even though he no longer wanted to be part of it. Not long after that, things became even more serious. Brazy went live again and said that one of his close associates had run into Jay Prince Jr. in Houston. According to Brazy, the encounter turned physical, and his associate confronted him over the situation. He described the incident in detail and spoke with strong emotion. His tone showed anger, frustration, and hurt. The video spread quickly across social media. Some people believed the story, while others questioned whether the situation was exaggerated or misunderstood. As the debate grew online, the original posts were later deleted, which only added more curiosity and speculation. Jay Prince Jr. eventually responded, but his reaction was calm and brief. He went on social media and said he had no hate toward Brazy and wished him well. There was no public argument, no back and forth, and no attempt to escalate the situation. Still, by that time, the internet had already turned the story into a major topic of discussion. When you step back and look at everything, it becomes clear that this situation is about more than one disagreement or one confrontation. It reflects a much larger issue that many artists face today. For many years, musicians have complained about unfair contracts, low royalty splits, loss of ownership, and a lack of transparency. In the past, these concerns were often shared privately. Now, because of social media, artists can speak directly to the public in real time and share their experiences without filters. Brazy has said that during a short period of working independently, he earned more money than he did during his entire time under the label. Whether the exact numbers are accurate or not, the main message is clear. He believes that ownership and control are more valuable than large advances or industry promises. Because of situations like this, more artists are choosing to stay independent. Many are keeping their masters, learning about contracts before signing, and avoiding long-term deals, especially when they feel pressured or desperate. Brazy's experience has become part of a larger conversation about artist rights, control, and what some people describe as unfair or one-sided agreements. Now that he is out, the big question remains. Will the label eventually release him from his contract, or will the situation continue behind the scenes? The truth is, no one outside the people directly involved really knows. What is clear, however, is that Brazy feels wronged. At the same time, the label has not publicly responded in detail to his claims. Because of this, the story has sparked ongoing discussions across the hip-hop community about how deals are structured and how artists can protect themselves. This situation also shows how quickly business disagreements can become personal when money, reputation, and survival are involved. Many artists sign contracts during difficult times, hoping for a way out of struggle. Later, when expectations don't match reality, frustration and regret can grow. The music industry is also changing. Today, many artists care more about ownership than flashy promotion or expensive lifestyles. They want control over their work, their platforms, and their income. Brazy's story is not just about one label or one artist. It serves as a warning for anyone thinking about signing a contract without fully understanding the terms. Getting into a deal can be easy, but getting out of it can be much harder. It also shows how thin the line can be between business and real life. What starts as a legal agreement can turn into stress, conflict, and situations no one expected. And this lesson is not only for rappers. It applies to producers, content creators, YouTubers, and anyone building something online. Ownership matters. Understanding contracts matters. Knowing your value matters. Once you lose control of your platform or your content, getting it back can feel almost impossible. That's why it's important to read carefully, ask questions, and think long-term before signing anything. Stories like this have opened many eyes, reminding creators everywhere that opportunity is important, but control over your work and your future is even more valuable.